Time right now. Uh,
We
hey,
live, baby.
hey, shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Prince of War coming
Peace.
at you. Okay, I got my brother.
Yes, sir. You know what it is. Bond Simmons, man. We here. Another intellectual dialogue. Trying to get this lighting stuff straight. We already live. We sticking to that 10:30 time. You know what I'm saying? As we appreciate, you know what I'm saying? We're in the early stages, but we appreciate everybody that's tapping in. So we're gonna build and we're gonna build this the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, indeed. And let's be clear. This is coming fresh out of New Religion Network. You heard?
Yes.
Please like, share, subscribe all platforms. Support
Yes.
both.
The network giving back. We got some special things coming up. We got some big shows coming up. We putting some things together. You know what I'm saying? We just
Indeed.
wanted to kick it a yeah, go ahead, bro. You want to say something?
No. I'm listening. I'm just confirming. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just wanted to kick it a little bit about the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Getting vaccinated. I'm hearing a lot about it. We even seen the bro, Prince of War, which he gonna get into. You even told me about the you say you seen Juvenile doing a commercial for the vaccine. I gotta fix my lighting. You heard, bro? You said Juvenile did a commercial for that joint?
Yeah, bro. I'm pulling it up now, bro. I'll just mute myself, so you know.
So yeah, it's crazy. I got a few people, I be speaking to people incarcerated and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have them tapping and we're gonna be doing some behind the wall joints. But yeah, they got dudes inside getting vaccinated right now. I just got a cousin that got vaccinated and he's in New York State. And I got another cousin in VA who he didn't take the vaccine, but they was trying to get him on it, like, you know what I mean. So it's spicy, bro. But if you got that thing, if you want to pull up the Juvenile commercial, I would love to see it. You know,
Yeah, I hear you. Copy that. Copy that. Yeah. Now again, let's be clear, man. When we show these videos, this is all under the Copy Act, the Copyright Act of 1974, particularly Section 107. Which ultimately we're doing this for journalism, entertainment, educational purposes. So hopefully you guys will be educated. Hope you guys will be entertained. So let's go. We're going to talk about, as the brother said, we're going to talk about Juvenile. With this. Again, I'm gonna let the brother. Have you seen it yet?
nah, you told me about it. I didn't even. I didn't
Yeah,
even
yeah. So let's just do a live reaction. Live reaction. I'm gonna share my screen right now. I'm gonna try to keep your face, so keep it. Hold on. Let me make.
you see how Trump had dudes voting for him.
Find a main chair.
Oh, let me bring it back. Let me bring it for the Tiffany. Hold on.
You finna online day chat, find a main chat, open up VOK ass, okay yeah, profile picture looking tight chat, nice chat, got your bio reading right chat, precise chat, but before you find a day chat, you gotta wait chat, gotta go back to Nate chat, get it straight chat, girl you look good, want you fax that thing up, you's a handsome young brother, want you fax that thing up, date a girl like you need to fax that thing up, feeling freaky all night, you need to fax that thing up, girl you look
I've seen enough, bro.
you's a handsome young brother, want you fax that thing up, date a real like you need to vax that thing. You're feeling freaky all night.
No, that's nuts.
Wowzers. So that's what I got to start. Wowzers. That's a mockery, bro. But
Juvie, baby.
let me let you get ahead first, man. Please go ahead.
Oh man, that's crazy. I would have a couple questions. Who paid Juvie for that? Whose name is on that check? I'll start thinking about stuff like that, man. But dang, that vaccine is dangerous, bro. That vaccine is dangerous, bro. Like, he shouldn't be promoting that like that. You know what I'm saying, I don't think I'm saying I don't know how much he knows about the vaccine, so I'm not going to I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, just say he don't know nothing about, you know what I mean, the vaccine or whatever. Maybe he did his research, but and he just believe in it. But nah, man. History shows us much better than that, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's promoting the vaccine, bro. That's not cool. It's not cool, Juvie, my brother.
No, all praise, man. Hey, so you know, and I feel the same way. It's a mockery for him to do that. First of all, you took a classic song, you know, you took a classic song and you perverted it and just made it disgusting and unbearable. But let's listen to the lyrics, bro.
Yeah,
I want you to listen to the lyrics. Let's double back on these lyrics, right? Because it's something that I want to point out to you, right?
From the online date share.
So the first thing that comes up is what? You see it?
I can't see the screen. Oh yeah. I see the screen.
You know what that is?
BLK. What's that stand for?
That's a dating website. It's a black date. It's a dating website called Black. From what I'm hearing, you know.
Oh, okay. So he's promoting the website.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's the first thing I see. So it me seeing that, my mind, it takes me to dating, right? It takes my mind to dating. But the reason why I say that, because listen to the words.
You finna online date chat, find a mate chat, open up VOK ass, okay, yeah.
So again, you finna do an online date, right? So the whole the subject matter is you about to do an online dating, right? So from the man's perspective or a woman's perspective, right? This is the concept, right, of this vaccination video, right? Go ahead.
You're looking tight, chat, nice chat, got your bio reading right, chat.
Video. You can put the video on the screen.
Oh no, I thought the video was sharing. No, it's not sharing.
Nah, it's not sharing on the screen. I can hear the audio. Yeah, there you go.
Let me double back real quick. Let me bring it back because I really want people to see this and hear this.
You finna online date chat, find a mate chat, open up VOK ass, okay, yeah. Profile picture looking tight, chat, nice chat, got your bio reading right, chat, precise chat. But before you find a date chat, you gotta wait, chat.
So before you find a date, right? So you got all your online stuff set up, right? So before you find a date, what you got to do? Let's see.
Gotta go vaccinate, chat, get it straight, chat.
So for black people, because this is black, because that BLK presents, right? BLK is the dating website for black people. So before we start dating, we need to get vaccinated, right? And what do people who date, what do they actually do? They have sex. So ultimately, he's trying to tell our people, before you go meet a woman, before a woman go meet a man, go get vaccinated. Like, that's the level of vitriol that they have for us, bro, to just see us as sexual creatures. Get your booty.
They cut the check to Jeezy. I mean, to Juvie. They cut the check to Juvie because, and you know what I mean, see, but that's the thing. Like, so that could be he's promoting that website or whatever, and I guess from the looks of it, they probably gotta have you vaccinated to, you know what I'm saying, to even agree to meet up with people and all that, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably like one of the stipulations that they putting on that site. So now, look, that's the even a trick, because who's putting that stipulation on that site where it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If that was the
a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? It makes sense to me, man.
No, I got what you're saying. If that's the case, right? If that is the case, because we don't know, we only speculating.
And that's the vaccinate.
Hold on. If that's the case, right, we gotta have a deeper understanding about us being black people. We have to remember history, as you brought up. We got to remember history and the whole, you know, how the medical industry was built off of the backs of our ancestors, off of the backs of our slave ancestors, right? Hold on. We gotta I don't know what the heck I just did. We got a message though, comment.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
Yeah. I want to get them.
Wait,
shalom to the brother, man. He say shalom to the brother Wade Wells, man. That's one of the brothers from
Wade.
Grew up with. You know what I mean? Yo, you Packy, you know what that is? That's Smiley and them brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Smiley brother, man. All praise. All right. Shout out to my man, Smiggity. About to be chocolate.
Brody. You already know we on Facebook and like 2 YouTubes right now.
Yeah, all praise. But yo, let's get back to the lyrics, right? Because that's the whole point. The lyrics is the point. All right. Let me try to find my site again, my page again. All right.
Girl, you look good, want you vax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up. Ain't in real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to vax that thing.
There we go. So that's what it comes down to. It comes down to sex, bro. You understand what I'm saying? The same way when it was voting last year, they had the Democrats put out a damn strippers telling people to go vote, talking about get your booties down to the poll, like always insulting black people with this mockery of we're nothing but sexual deviant creatures, bro. Like that's the only thing that's gonna draw attention is sex, bro. I'm disgusted with that idea, and I'm disgusted with Juvenile to partake in that nonsense. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
I feel you. That's crazy. Dude, Wade said, "What's up, my brothers? This is my favorite show." That's love, man. Appreciate that, like for real. I wanted to let you guys know my mom's didn't catch COVID all year, but when she got vaccinated, she got COVID last year. Yeah, last week. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, remember, man, Chris Paul tested positive and missed 2 games of the conference finals of the finals for the COVID, but he was vaccinated. Like, that's what I'm saying about that vaccine, man. Like,
and here's the problem, right? let me pause on that, right? Because I want to get the actual number, but the long and the short is this, right? What people don't understand about vaccines is that out of it might be 100,000, it might even be 1 million. I don't know the exact number. I got to go back and find the exact number, but it says out of every, let's just use 1 million, for instance, out of every 1 million people, right, 1 person to get that actual disease that they got vaccinated for. Now, here's the problem. When you understand vaccines are designed to be benign, all right? So they take out the parts of the disease that can actually kill you or hurt you, and that way your antibodies in your body can build up and fight that disease, and it becomes recognizable, blah, 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 right? That's the whole thing. So if they're supposed to be injecting a benign disease in you and you get a disease, that means that disease was not benign.
That's what I'm saying, because with the COVID at this, they don't even know what they don't know COVID. They don't have that much experience with COVID to make a benign version of it, because you don't know you don't know what is the most dangerous components of it. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, bro. Like, know what I'm saying? And then you add another stuff with that as well. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, you experiment. You can call yourself a medical professional and a genius, the second coming of, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to, but you experiment. And hey, maybe it has to be done, you know what I mean? To try to get more information on it, but you won't use me. Sorry.
And that's what it comes down to, right? Think about this, right? When it comes down to reparations, they don't want to talk about it, right? When they talk about police brutality and the injustice, right? They barely want to talk about that. And when it comes down to these laws, right? How they misappropriate these laws and give black people a ridiculous amount of time versus everybody else, they don't want to talk about that. But the moment y'all get some experimental vaccine that y'all made in a year, when every other vaccine takes about 10 to 20 years to make, right? Y'all want to put black people to the front of the line? And we got even one buffoon dude gonna say, yo, that getting the COVID vaccine is reparations for black people. Like, what?
How, Sway?
Because that's what I was telling you before. If we allow the oppressors to define what things are for us, then we always gonna get a short end of the stick, bro. That's why we have to define what everything is. We, the oppressed, must define what oppression is. We, the hungry, must define what hunger means. A fat person or not a fat person, but a person that's full, he's stuffed, he ate all day. He can't tell the person who had no food what hunger is at that moment. You understand? And that's what's going on. These people are trying to tell us what oppression is, tell us what reparations is. Like, you can't define that for us. So, but that's a whole nother issue. But the point is, for this guy Juvenile to be allowed to be used in this manner is ridiculous. And he looked like he's 60. So I'm sure he's well aware of the history and the nonsense that goes on with these vaccines and big pharma and whatnot. You know?
Oh yeah, but come on, man, they cut the check, bro. You know what time it is, bro. So
Let me let's move on to this Fat Joe about Bill Cosby and Fat Joe, right?
Okay.
Let me play the video and then we can discuss it. All right.
All right.
Let me cue it up real quick.
Cue it up. 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 Cue it up.
All right, I got it.
You know, Bill Cosby came home from jail.
Hit that like button if you're in the building, man. With some love.
Can you see it, brother?
He's supposed to come home from jail because he made a deal 10 years prior where he testified in a civil court case, and they said, if you testified, we could never bring you in criminally. They went back on them words.
Stop. If the government say to you, if the DA say to you, brother,
right,
we're gonna give you a deal that if you testify, meaning, right, if you give up your Fifth Amendment, if you waive your Fifth Amendment constitutional protected right, like this is what you're doing when you go testify on a stand. You give up your Fifth Amendment constitutional right to self-incrimination. So what the DA did with Bill Cosby in a civil case was say, listen, we'll give you immunity from prosecution. Immunity means you can't charge me for nothing I say, meaning I stole a nickel from my grandmother when I was 5. You can't charge me for that. I killed 30 people yesterday. You can't charge me for that. That's what immunity means. Okay. So let's understand, people are not using the proper words when they talk about this Bill Cosby situation. The number one thing is immunity. Immunity from prosecution means you cannot prosecute me for anything I say, past, present, or in current. You can't. That's the whole point of immunity. But so like I said, I just keep that in mind when people speak. Right.
Right.
Let me bring that back.
They went back on them words. We could never bring you in criminally.
There you go. Let me rewind it to that point.
Years prior, where he testified in a civil court case, and they said, if you testified, we could never bring you in criminally. They went back on them words, and they still used his words against him 10 years later, and they put him in jail. Supreme Court found that was a technicality.
Stop. You heard what he just said?
Yeah.
He said it was a technicality. How is giving a person immunity, right, against prosecution for giving up your Fifth Amendment constitutionally protected right, in exchange for that right, they give you immunity, right?
Right.
You testify and say whatever you got to say, and then another DA could come back and say, we're going to prosecute him based on everything he say. That, my friend, is not a technicality. That is called illegal, okay?
Yeah, it's illegal, but that was just his technicality as far as his appeal.
That's not a technicality, bro. It's not let's understand. A technicality is, the coroner didn't have on gloves and he touched the knife. Or he touched a gun.
Right.
The gun is the scene is.
Right. You're saying that was more than
that's a technicality.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You disobeying your own rules is called white supremacy. I'm white and I say so. I don't have to follow the rules that we have set forth in this country. Meaning, when we give you immunity, we cannot prosecute you. That is not, I repeat, that is not a technicality. That is the law. But when it comes down to black people, you Puerto Rican Fat Joe who live amongst us, ate off of us, right? When it comes down to black people, you say the law don't matter? That's a technicality? No, brother. When the law,
all right, but maybe you're taking it a little
bro. Nah, son.
I think maybe
White
he
supremacy,
just
bro.
no, maybe he just misused the word.
Let's listen to the more of it.
Right, let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's listen to more of it. I'm getting hyped because I've heard it. But go ahead, let's listen.
That they gave him immunity. Supreme Court found that that was a technicality. That they gave him immunity. They shouldn't be able to use that against him. That's the law. Let's stand by the law. We're going to stand by the law. But let's just say the truth. It was a flaw. It was a glitch, a technical thing.
Now, do you see what I'm saying? Have you listened?
He's wrong.
Have you listened to the news? This is the same things that all of the news reporters, all of the broadcasters, every black, white, Puerto Rican, you name it, everybody that speaks about this, try to say that Bill Cosby got off on a technicality. He got off on some type of mishandling and this, that, and the third. No.
Right. No, I understand.
He should have never, ever been prosecuted.
They legally prosecuted him, yeah. They wasn't supposed to prosecute him in the first place.
And that's why I say, brother.
And being that he did 2 years in jail, that means they strung him along for his appeal process for 2 years, because they should have, as soon as he been tried, let alone found guilty, as soon as he started being tried, they should have been like, hold up, how is he being tried when he's not even supposed to? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we even here right now,
brother? That's called
the whole process. Why are we even here right now?
Well, and this is the thing. You think the judge who went to law school, you think he didn't know that? You think the DA that went to law school, he didn't know that?
Yeah.
When it comes
but they knew he was going to sit for at least 2 years anyway. Because they knew it was going to take time to get to that pill.
Indeed. But here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. Number one, when it comes down to black people, the law is thrown out the way, right? They boil the Constitution up and throw it in the garbage when it comes down to us, bro. You understand?
Because you got to think, bro. How thirsty do you think they was to get Bill Cosby to testify at that deposition? He didn't have.
They were so thirsty that they gave him immunity. Why?
Exactly.
Because what happened at the end of that? What happened at the end of the civil trial?
What
He
they
gave the
wanted.
lady like 2-3 million.
Yeah.
So
and
it was a money grab. Now here's the ill shit, right? Here's the ill shit. Let's play the video. Here's the ill shit. Listen to this, brother. Sorry for cursing. Excuse me. Listen to this.
And so when I see everybody out here showing the pudding pops and this and this and that, you know, Bill Cosby did some things. Okay, I can't. If there's certain rules, I can't. With me, yeah, there's women out there for a fact falsely accusing entertainers, athletes, celebrities. The other world you could be accused of. It's the ugly ever be accused of, and I wish it on no one. Has not just some, many women use that to get money from athlete to celebrity? Yes. I actually, every time somebody's accused, I go more with the person who's being accused being believed rather than the other person. I'm not gonna lie to you because I know how it is out here. Everybody trying to come up. A girl sleep with a guy one time. She thinks she never seeing him again in her life. This dude got millions. Fuck that. I'm gonna say I got raped so I can get some money. Yes, it happens.
And we can agree to that, right? We can agree that this stuff happens. And it sounds like he's talking for wealthy people and whatnot. He sounds like he's talking, but let's just listen to what
it sounds like he about to curse.
All day, every day. If you can't tolerate the shit I'm saying, then get the fuck out of here. If y'all want Fat Joe for the truth, then you listen to what I'm saying, because I know.
How?
I'm gonna show you.
There's many women. Just like this woman sleep with a guy one time, all of a sudden by mistake he got her pregnant. Yo, that's your baby, dog. You know, child support for 18. We know this shit is real. Why you always want to lie to each other and act like this shit ain't real? This shit is real. The problem I have is that when you get 50 young ladies white, black, Chinese, Spanish, Filipino, rich, poor, to all, they don't know each other and they all say the same story? That's where you get me fucked up at.
Now, here's the problem, right? Here's the problem, brother. Did you know that it was just one, brother, one law firm with all of those clients? Did you know there was one law firm with all those clients?
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like a class action lawsuit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when it's like that, you have lawyers prepping people what to say. Am I the only person that went to court and went to trial?
Yeah, they got investigators digging people up, finding people, and then because
and then the law firm sit with them and say, "Yo, have this happened to you? Have that happened to you? Have this happened to you? You be entitled to money if these things. You might be entitled to money if these things happen to you." So let's not act like
$1 billion.
Say again, my brother.
So this man is worth almost $1 billion.
Exactly. So he say rich women. First of all, if you ain't got Bill Cosby money as a woman, you are not rich the way he's rich. You are still poor. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? A person who got $10 to a person who got 1,000 is not rich or don't have no money. So if you ain't got Bill Cosby money, every female was poor. Let's be clear on that, dealing with him. So we can see that when there's a law firm, bro, involved, and one law firm has 60 clients, not 60 different people who got lawyers. You know what I'm saying? It's one law firm that's after them. That's called a stick up, bro. That's called a robbery. You understand? Organized robbery. And then these women are found to be liars. They never talk about how all these women was found to be liars, changing up their stories and X, Y, and Z. But I'll move on because you hear how this man is talking. He's saying 60 people, but he didn't know that information.
That's where you get me like, and so I can't be cheering on y'all. And I'm always for the underdog. I don't want to say the bad guy, but 9 times out of 10, I'm for the bad guy. You talk about a guy who came from bad people. So I'm always cheering on somebody, but I can't be up in here lying to y'all like, I never wish that on him. I don't want him to go to jail. I didn't want none of that to happen to him. But Bill did something to them 50 girls. Maybe 20 are lying. There's 30 that ain't lying. But you people want to keep lying. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Okay, that's enough. Now here's the thing, right? What makes this what makes this guy the expert on whether what the people, right, what the court deemed as these women was factual liars? Like they all their story. Like if you really look into the nuances of this case, bro, at damn near every woman was caught in a lie. They changed the dates because the dates didn't match. One woman said he was at the Playboy Mansion and was all over her, whatever he did to her. Then the dates come back. He was never at the Playboy Mansion. He was at the other across the country. So this is the type of stuff that's going on that men like him does not know, right? And you and Fat Joe is pushing white supremacist arguments, bro. Because again, the very first part of the whole story is he should have never been charged in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? Should have never been charged in the first place. Let's be clear on that. So when it comes down to us, we can't skirt past the law. You understand? Let's stick with the law when it comes down to us. But I'll let you respond. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I just think, man, shout out like that. With the comment, man. I would just say, you know, first of all, it's crazy, like, you know, like I was telling you the other day, man, there's times that we live in with this judgment, and everybody is just poking their head out on YouTube and got the cancel culture, and you got all these fake YouTube, new fake journalists, and people just sitting on their high horse, man, and everybody's just casting out judgment to people, man. Everybody's just blasting people, man, and it's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me when I know nobody's perfect, and everybody got their stuff, you know what I'm saying? So for everybody just be sitting there saying that, but about Bill in particular, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, I got love for Fat Joe, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got, of course, we don't gotta agree with those, but I definitely disagree with that stance. Like, listen, this the thing we gotta understand. All right, so because it's certain people that's going off of different principles, right? Like, you saying with if you incapacitated, you can't give consent. You know what I'm saying? So and now if you dealing with that, but then there's a lot leading up to that. Like if you and a girl go to the hotel and y'all get incapacitated together and have sex, like, you know what I'm saying? That means that you could be, you know what I mean? They could say you took advantage of her. Like, I mean,
See, and here's the problem, right? If a man gets drunk and a woman gets drunk and they have sex in the morning, she doesn't remember, he doesn't remember, but it's clearly sex, stuff, right?
right.
Condoms and stuff around. Do
Right.
you know he will be charged with rape? Never mind the fact that he was drunk too and
Yeah.
incapacitated just like her. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the things that we neglect all the time when it comes down to women. Women want equality, but they don't want to deal with the responsibility of being responsible for themselves and their own actions. Now, again, we're not saying that if a woman is walking down a block naked, she should be raped. Nobody's saying that she should be raped. But I am going to say it's not a good idea to walk down the street butt ass naked because you might get raped. You understand what I'm saying?
I could agree with that. Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. But I'm not going to say that a woman going around or walking around butt naked is right or wrong. I'm going to just say it's not right, it's not wrong, but it's not a good idea because certain things come with that.
It's not safe.
Yeah, so when you go to a man's hotel, when you go to a man's home at 3, 4 in the morning at sex time, right? Only 2 things open at them hours, bro: a gas station and legs, nothing else. You can't go to a man's house, a rich man's house, have sex with him once, twice, then y'all use drugs. You say he drugged you, then you come back for sex again. You say he drugged you again, then you come back again. You say he drugged you again. This is the type of stuff the women were saying, bro. So you got to go based on every individual. If it's 100 people accusing you of rape, but 100 people is lying, who cares how many people it is? You understand what I'm saying? If they're all liars, it doesn't matter, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the part. Nobody wants to deal with each individual and say, are they lying or are they telling the truth? The man said Bill Cosby did some things to the women. What did he do? Because he never got charged with rape. I don't know if you know that.
Nah, it was what, sexual assault or something like that.
Aggregated indecent assault. But what does that mean? Huh?
Aggravated indecent.
Let me see. Aggregated indecent. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Aggravated.
Yeah.
You putting 2 G's in it, gangster.
Yeah, hold on. I got you. Let me see.
You keeping it Gucci.
All right. Let me see if I could. All right. Let me look this.
Check.
I'm gonna share this real quick, bro, so people can see it if they care to see, because this is the type of stuff that I enjoy.
Yeah, that she.
All right, back zooming in real quick.
Bring it out like that.
It says aggregated indecent assault defined. So this is the
aggregated or aggravated.
Aggravated. Thank you. Sorry, aggravated. I didn't see. I'm saying V. All right. Aggravated indecent assault is defined under 18 PA CSA section 3125. The statute defines aggravated indecent assault as engaging in penetration of a person's genitalia or anus with any part of a person's body. Ugh. Period, bro. Right?
Ugh.
So it says the statute defines aggravated indecent assault as engaging in penetration of a person's genitalia or anus with any part of a person's body. Period. Meaning that's defined as legal or illegal, consensual or unconsensual.
Right, that name shaking.
It says the statute excludes penetration when it is done for a medical or hygienic reason or as part of a law enforcement procedure. To prove aggregated indecent assault occurred, the prosecution must show the penetration took place under one of these circumstances, right? Without the victim's consent, right?
Right.
Well, I would argue this is rape. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I would argue that's rape. by force or if the perpetrator threatens force. I would argue that's rape, right?
Right.
When the victim is not conscious or unaware of the penetration, I would argue that that's rape as well. When a person has given the victim drugs or other substance that will prevent them from resisting, that right there is not rape, bro. Okay, because again, now check this out. We meet women, like you and I are married, but when we wasn't, right, and I was in the club and I met women, I got bottles of liquor, I got tables, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't even drink, bro. Matter of fact, I only drink wine now, and I just started a couple years ago. But at the time I was in these clubs, bro, got tables, bottles after bottles. Yo, bro, I didn't even drink. Why am I buying bottles if I don't drink? I'm buying it for women. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying it for women. So you understand? So we got to be very careful when we say when a person has given the victim drugs or other substance, alcohol, weed, right? Now, when a girl comes to your house and if you smoke weed, if you drink, you say, hey, baby, you want to drink? You want to smoke a blunt? Yeah. Are you doing what
one of the richest black men?
Say again, my brother?
I said, and you talking about one of the richest black men in the world.
Exactly. So can you see it highlighted on the screen, brother?
I see something, but I can't read the words. They're very
okay. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. All right.
Very small.
Okay. It says when a person has given the victim drugs or other substance that will prevent them from resisting. So again, when a woman comes to Bill Cosby's house, he say, yo, I got Quaaludes. You want a Quaalude? That's like Molly during them times, right? And the chick say, yeah. Is that him drugging the woman up?
Yes, no,
that's not drugging her, right? No, that's not. That's just people partaking in drugs.
If you're gonna take it, if you're gonna give it to her, and then I don't know what that should do to you though.
I don't know either, but think
this you're gonna pass out.
Let's talk about something that we do know. Alcohol and weed, right? So it says when a person has given the victim drugs or other substances that will prevent them from resistance. So again, when I'm saying, say a woman came to Bill Cosby's house at the time they were smoking weed and drinking. Is that when a woman say, yes, I would like a hit of that blunt. Yes, I would like a drink. Is that this that we just read when a person has given the victim drugs or other substance that will prevent them from resisting? Is that no? I would say this is unknowingly. You unknowingly give a person drugs or a substance unknowingly, or you keep them captive and drug them up. You understand? And which all falls in the lines of rape and not this. So it says when the victim does not have the mental capacity to provide consent. So now a woman comes to your house. Yo, you married, Packy? Did you know in certain states, bro, you have to get consent from your wife to have sex with her? Same with myself. Did you know that?
Yeah, in certain states. Well, I would always like to get consent from people I'm about to have sex with, even if it is my wife. I'm just playing like that, baby.
Then you're great because I've never, at the moment of us about to do what we do, I've never.
I ain't too proud to beg though. I may beg though.
Huh?
I ain't too proud to beg though.
Yeah, I mean, begging is what they indeed.
I might beg. I might say please.
Yeah, please on that. But realistically, they're trying to say like, yo, bro, they're trying to say that you gotta ask women for consent to have sex with them. Baby, come on, hey baby, what you doing tonight? We all said this, baby, what you doing tonight? Nothing. It's 2 a.m. Yo, let me pick you up or jump in the cab. Well, especially us.
Or if you just start like, making out and then leads to sex. Like, all right, I never asked you, do you consent to us having sex? Like, we just started having sex, like, you know what I'm saying? So then, but see, that's what happened in the legal format. They'll sit there and ask you something like, oh, did y'all discuss it? Like, nah. So now it's looking like, so he got to testify. So according to the testimony, to the questions they just gonna ask him on prosecution, it's basically just gonna come out like, yeah, I gave her drugs, I didn't ask her for consent, and we had sex. Like, yeah, that's technically what happened, but it didn't happen like that.
And that's where common sense comes in. That's where common sense comes in.
So it's not like I gave her drugs and then didn't get a consent. I didn't ask her because we was just kissing and I didn't know.
Right, we was vibing, we was in the mix.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the problem, right?
Situation.
People don't, pardon me, brother. This is the problem. People don't use common sense, bro. Because common sense will tell you if a woman, you had sex with a woman 4 or 5 times, then she comes over. Hey, babe, you want to smoke some weed and have a drink, couple drinks, pop a Quaalude, pop a Molly, pop a E? Sure. Right? She said every woman said yes, they partook in the drug. No woman ever said that they fucking he did it on the low. All these women were drug addicts and partaking in the drug era, bro. Let's not forget the 70s is a drug era, bro. For fun drugs. You know what I'm saying? Sex drugs, bro. So come on, man. People who act like we don't have common sense. When you kissing on a woman, you don't need consent from the woman if she's kissing you. If she's taking her clothes off and your clothes off,
if she don't tell you,
listen, check this out, right? In court, right?
News is good news.
Check this out, bro. In legalese, did you know that the court rules offer a presumption and assumption? So if they presume something or if they assume something, if you don't rebut it, it's law. It stands if you don't rebut it. So now here's the thing. What that means is silence is acquiescence. Acquiescence is agreements by silence, bro. In court. How does that apply in court? But it doesn't apply to you kissing on a woman, y'all both getting butt ass naked. You gotta pause and say, hold on, baby, before I put it in. Do you consent to me doing this? No, that makes no sense, bro. Because her silence is her agreement in the sex or in that sexual intercourse. Now, again, this say when the victim does not have the mental capacity. Excuse me?
I said that's an interesting point.
Yeah, nah, it's stuff people don't know. But again, this says when the victim does not have the mental capacity. So again, that's a gray area because again, if I smoke a blunt with a woman and then we go have sex, right? She can argue that she was not capable to give consent. But I will argue that your silence was consent. You're like your acquiescence.
Right. No, I get that.
And then we in a groove of things, right? We eating dinner, we laughing, we drinking, we dancing, we're partying. We go back to my house or her house.
Right. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, that's the thing, right? There's two sides to it, right? So it's that side that we just said, and then it's the, like I said, you know what I mean, the accuser side, who, you know what I'm saying, who's sticking to that. But the thing that's the most dangerous of it, in my opinion, is like the harshness of the judgment that people is passing, and a lot of people, you know, coming out of the woodworks that like that's so far removed from the situation is not wise to really make those type of comments. Like Fat Joe, for instance, like Fat Joe has not enough knowledge on that subject to be taking such a harsh stance about what he did. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're not aware of how things they can have 100 women. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about rich famous men during, you talking about a damn near 20, 30 year span. So
hold on, bro. Hold that note. Hold that thought. Listen, you just said something very, very important. You said Fat Joe. Let me stop sharing the screen for a second. You said Fat Joe is being judgmental, right? Clearly being judgmental, and that's how people, nowadays, a lot of people are
too many.
Say again?
No, I just said too many people.
No, and this is what I say. I agree with people being judgmental. Just don't be a hypocrite. Don't have a dirty room, Pat, bro. You understand what I'm saying, brother? Don't let your room be filthy, and then you come in my room and say, "Yo, clean your room up, man. You got bones on the floor." And then I look in your room and I say, "Yo, bro, you got."
And then you cutting on your camera, going on your YouTube page and saying, "Yo, Bone Simmons got stuff on his floor and he's dirty," and then you and then you want please like and share.
So what happens when somebody looks in your house, Packy? What happens when somebody look in my house and see that I'm talking about your house being dirty, but when somebody look in my house, mine is filthy? That's called a hypocrite, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, let's see. We just heard this man. We just heard this man, right? Talking about Bill Cosby and how he did things with women because he was accused of it, right?
Right.
What does that say?
Rapid Fat Joe question about sex assault complaint.
So this is the man. This is the same man who's talking about women Bill Cosby did some things to the women, right?
No,
No
you got them.
physical evidence. No physical evidence, bro. This is what you call being a hypocrite, bro. It's what you call being a hypocrite. And frankly, bro, I don't even care about the story one way or another. The fact is, if you're gonna be judgmental, don't be a damn hypocrite, man. Please don't, man. Like, it's just as simple as that, man. Don't be a hypocrite, man.
Sure.
So it's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna tell a brother not to smoke a cigarette if I smoke cigarettes. I'm not gonna tell a brother not to cheat on his wife if I'm cheating on my wife, not to beat on his wife if I'm beating on my wife, bro. That's called being a hypocrite, man. And the hypocrites has no validity, no standing at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody listens to that.
Be a man to your word.
Bro, what you thought about that?
Yes, I agree. That was crazy. But yeah, like, so he should be more understanding, being that, you know what I'm saying? But everybody is, dealing with everybody unfortunately only has the ability to think and deal within their mental, realms, capabilities, capacities, however you want to call it. So, that's just his frame of thought. I ain't gonna turn around and be a hypocrite and cast judgment on him and say, it's my brother, I love him, but yeah, it's wrong, and that's that's what I want to say. I see we already at the 46, so just giving my final thoughts on everything.
Hold on, because I don't want you to get your not yet, bro. I want to show you something real quick.
Okay, bad.
I just want to finish this definition, right? Because it's something very, very peculiar that I want you to see, right?
Yes, sir.
So we just read that now again, it says when the victim is 13 years old or older or younger,
right?
When the victim is 16 years old or younger, again, bro, we ain't even got to talk about that, right? Because like that doesn't even apply. Right. So I was saying when the victim does not have the mental capacity to provide consent. So again, mental capacity is a very dodgy gray area because again, you smoking weed, you can be defined as not being mentally capable one way or another, So that's a gray area, and which I choose not to deal with. But this is the part that I want the people to see, right? Let me scroll up. Can you see it right here? Hold on.
Penalties for
not penalties. This
aggravated indecent assault.
Right, I got it. So it says aggregate because I can see it on my screen better. Aggravated and indecent assault differs from indecent assault. Indecent assault is defined by the Pennsylvania statutes as physical contact in a sexual manner without a person's consent. So my question is, what is physical contact in a sexual manner? What is that?
Sex.
Huh? Physical contact.
Oh, not physical contact in a sexual manner. That could be kissing, rubbing on body parts.
Right. So club, right? You could be in a club dancing, and you know how you just see a nice looking chick. You're not asking no girl, can you dance? You just walk up on her, start dancing with her. You just committed this. This is the nonsense that they put in law.
No, technically, you did.
Right. This is what you did. Right.
Police.
You walk past a girl, right? You know how we did back in the days in New York. Being young. So this really applies to young men. Young men see a beautiful, drop dead, beautiful woman, and she gets like right past him and he catch that glimpse, he's gonna grab her arm. You just committed this. You just committed that, bro, by touching her arm in a sexual manner because your intention is to have sex with her when you stop her and talk to her.
Yeah.
So this is the nonsense that these are the laws that they wrote. So, bro, when you got laws like this and laws like that, I look at these laws and I'm like, yo, this shit
don't. Record, I wouldn't advise somebody touching somebody's arm.
Right, exactly. For the record, I wouldn't advise that. Always the best way to approach a woman. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, love. May I have a moment? End of story. She say no. It's all right. You talk to 1,000 women that look like Halle Berry. You're guaranteed to get a woman that look like Halle Berry.
One next 15, one coming out.
That's it, bro. But yo, that's all I wanted to say on that note, bro. But what's your final thoughts, man?
Yeah, so final thoughts on everything. I would say, as far as the Bill Cosby thing is, it's just like I said, it's two sides to, you know, everything. Looking at it even technically, you know what I'm saying, from you know, the consent to what is, you know, those different charges and, you know, guilt, innocence, relations, intent, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's the judgment. It's the judgment for me, dog. It's the harsh judgment, not just with the Bill Cosby, but with everything. You know what I'm saying? That everybody gotta kind of fall back on, and not saying be accepting of things that's detrimental to the culture or to people, to our livelihood, but understand that people make mistakes, and let's hold them responsible for the mistake, but watch how we cast that judgment and point that finger and try to take somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we doing what they doing to us with the vaccine, man. They don't even understand something, but they want to shove it in our body and see how they react. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they targeting certain people for this. So we gotta understand what's that about. And everybody gotta be dealing with wisdom, man. You can't look to the news for your information. So, you know, I would just say dig deeper, man. That's my final thoughts, and pay attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna use these rappers. These rappers is, they already know these rappers is setting the trends. These rappers is gaining the respect of the youth, and they got the ears of the youth more than their own parents in a lot of in too many cases. So they you know, they there for the check. They don't know no better. They there for the check, and you know, they got plenty money to pay him to carry out their messages, and that's what they'll be doing, bro.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, let me give you my final thoughts. I'm gonna start at the vaccines, right? When dealing with the vaccines, people, do your own research, man. Don't let nobody tell you anything. Don't gangsay. Don't say I heard this and I heard that, and tell it to the next person if it's fact. Don't do that. Research the thing yourself. Look it up. You got a phone you got a computer in your hand called a cell phone. Look up this stuff. Do some research. It doesn't take much effort. Selenium and aluminum and what's that other shit? Mercury in vaccines. I just asked the one question: why? What's the purpose of a mercury being in vaccines? Shooting a mercury, foreign metal, and liquid metal into my body. What's the purpose of that? I don't know. That's something I know for me, but that's something that you guys should find out. That being said, it ain't going to be me, as the brother said earlier. Now, all my children, and if anybody try to force it, everybody's going to get a one-way ticket. That being said, I'm going to deal with the brother, Dr. Bill Cosby. Everybody neglects to use that title that this man earned, Dr. Bill Cosby. When it comes down to these non-black people, they always invoke the name Dr. So-and-so, Dr. So-and-so. When it comes down to ours, use that name, Dr. Bill Cosby, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., not Martin Luther King Jr., not Khalid Muhammad, not Bill Cosby. It's Doctor. Let's be clear on that. Show these men their proper due respect that they earned and worked for. Secondly, let's remember something about Bill Cosby. If you don't know the case, if you haven't studied, researched it, looked into it, don't just don't just lie, man. Don't gangsay. A lot of people said with Bill Cosby admitted to drugging women, when in fact, I read the deposition myself. When in fact, they asked him, did you buy Quaaludes? He said, yes. Did you buy Quaaludes with the intentions to use with women? He said, yes. That right there is not an admission of drugging women. That is an admission of buying Quaaludes to use when he had women at his house or whatever. It's not an admission of drugging women. But the white supremacist media has ran with that and pushed that lie and got so many people reciting it, gang saying it. So with that, people, do your own research. Just read it for yourself, man. It's right there, and you ain't got to lie no more. And with that, I'll tap out. Shalom, shalom, more praise to the Most High.
Peace and blessings, yo. Thanks for everybody that tapped in. You already know we're gonna be doing this a couple times a week, like, you know what I'm saying. So we always posting on social media. The newreligionnetwork.com is the website. We always posting like a day before. Try to at least post up when we'll be going live, so it'll be scheduled. So tap in, man. Follow, like, share, subscribe. We trying to spread wisdom and we trying to do, you know what I'm saying? We trying to do something. We trying to add. We ain't trying to take. We trying to add, man.
Indeed. Go. Please support the New Religion Network apparel code line. You go to the website newreligionnetwork.com. Simple as plain. The newreligionnetwork.com. And we have apparel. We have multiple things. Check us out. You know, support. You know, everybody wants to get on Noah's boat after it's built. Nobody wanted to help. You know what I'm saying? So
Talk about it.
Help us. This is Black news. This is Black media. Support your Black media, your local media personality, man. We need you guys to help us build a platform that we can speak and have a voice without it being tainted. All right.
Exactly.
All right. So before you have sex, make sure you vax that thing up.
Vax that thing. Vax that thing and then vax that thing.
All right. Shalom, my bro.
Peace.
Shalom.
Peace, y'all. Love.